Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yes, welcome all to the meditation session. So glad to have you all. I hope that this room is quite comfortable. Right? Yeah, coming here. So we have to appreciate our the patrons and staff of the library for having this nice kind of cave, so we all can come in and do meditation. I remember last year when I was on pilgrimage in India, we went to caves. Um, they were like rock cut caves, not the natural caves, but people have cut the rocks into it and then created a hole to meditate, and even some small rooms on the sides. I don't know how long it took for them to make them, and then they also have like beams. They don't have to have them, but for decoration they have leaf pillars in that carving. But anyway, it has very natural cooling, although it's a very tropical hot weather. But when you go inside the cave, and you feel this kind of cool, cool sensation. So I remember how I was in that cave, and when I come in, go down and stay here. Anyway, so thank you again. And so I think we have been, taking different challenges in different weeks. And do you remember the challenge that we had last week? And our theme was managing anger. So we had a challenge that try to catch ourselves at least few times when we get angry, upset, or or pissed off, and then and our challenge was to try to recognize the original unpleasant, disagreeable situation and our interpretation. So that was the challenge. And briefly share with you, I mean, I had that moments of maybe irritation. And I remember a few days ago, it happened to me when someone was calling me. So I was with a telephone call with that person. And then there was a topic that we didn't agree with each other about, this very administrative thing. So they have two different views how things has to be done. So he brought that topic in that conversation. And then I start to feel like, oh, this irritation, discomfort. And I was like, oh, this week I have a challenge. So I was, while talking to the person, I was actually exploring, what is happening in my body, and this discomfort that I just happened. We were really nice, having nice conversation, but suddenly, when you talk about that topic, I start to feel very uncomfortable, very irritated, and I was trying to distinguish what is the interpretation here, what is the original discomfort, and what is the added layers. And so so by observing it, I just kept listening to the person. But actually, when he kept talking about it, actually he has somehow understood the point I was making. So then I realized that actually the reason that I got really irritated and frustrated at the very beginning is not because of anything that person told me, just because that person brought that topic to the conversation. Because of my prior experience with him, I predicted that he will argue for the other thing. So even without him telling that, I already started to feel this anger, and then by observing my own imbalance and agitation, I kept listening to him, and at the middle I realized that, oh no, it's not. He seems to agree and he seems to realize my point, and then we had a good conversation at the end. So only me was burning inside. So I realized that actually the additional layer that we put in could be, like mostly because of our previous experiences. I mean, whenever we had a very bad or maybe negative experience previously, it kind of haunt our mind. And the moment that the person start talk about similar topic, and we may bring that negative experience even. I mean, that we color it. So this can happen a lot in our conversations, right, and in our meetings with others. Like if you had a really, bad traumatic experience, a negative experience, it can stay in the mind, and when you say some similar thing, we can add to that without even. Yeah. That was my discovery. Anyone else allowed to share?
Someone is raising.
Yes, yes.
I've been harboring some anger that I wasn't even aware of. And an incident occurred, and I was able to let it go. And it really feels much better.
Better, yeah.
And, but sometimes you do have things that you just hang on to, and you don't realize that it's in there festering.
Yeah.
And you still have a good relationship with the person, but then something crops up and they make you angry again, and you want to dredge up the past. But I said, no, we're starting fresh. This is it.
That's great.
And one of the people I reached out to that one week when you told us to reach out to people that didn't return my call, he and I made amends. So it was a good week.
Yeah. I think, yeah, maybe the impermanence is common to people too. People change too. We just have to allow them to change. It take longer time than we expect. So, of course, people can change for better or for worse, but they change. So we just hope for the better. Okay, so let's move to the this week theme. Okay, this week theme is skillful speech. It's somewhat related to previous theme too, but speech. Skillful speech is the theme for this week. Okay. So we all know that speech is a very big part of our life. And we have body, speech, and mind. These are the three main things that operate in our life: body, speech, and mind. So speech occupies a large part of our interactions and our time. So, and particularly as human beings, that's one of the special capacity that we all have, to speak. And of course, all other animals also communicate. They also have a quite sophisticated way of communicating. You may have heard, early in the morning sometime, birds chirping, and they talk to each other, right? And so they have a way of communicating, but human beings have the most sophisticated way of communicating. So therefore, I think speech can bring a lot of benefits. It can have a lot of uses in our life. That is how we get things done. That is how we express ourselves. But at the same time, if we are not really mindful and skillful in using our speech, it can be also the means through which we bring a lot of troubles and unhappiness to our life. In fact, there's an interesting verse by the Buddha. It is called, every person is born with an axe in his mouth. And unwise people cut himself and hurt others with that axe. Can you guess what is that axe? So the tongue would be the most, most soft, what do you call, very, very soft and the thing in our in our body, but it can be like an axe at some time. So I think that's kind of carefulness we have to bring up. Of course, we can bring healing, and we can bring happiness, and we can heal someone's heart with our tongue. But at times, our tongue can be an axe. Right? The important thing about axe, if you have really seen a true axe, it cuts in both ways. I think that's why the Buddha used that term, because it cuts both ways. You hurt yourself, and also you hurt others with the axe. So therefore, Buddha asks us to bring, strong mindfulness to our speech, and then because this with our speech we can heal or hurt, and we also get hurt and also get healing with other people's speech. So let us try to be mindful of our speech. And I think there are very common human weaknesses and mistakes we do with our speech. We try to hide the truth for our own benefits. That is why we lie, and we like to embellish and elaborate, exaggerate, and and we also like to be very aggressive sometimes. If you feel you are weak, you want to be aggressive to like show that you're powerful. It's like so aggressiveness. And then other things will be we can simply talk about rubbish without like as a and useless speech. But I think as human beings, we can use our capacity mindfully to bring healing to anyone who's listened to us, and also healing to ourselves. I think that one of the biggest problem in our speech is that our speech is a habit. Even right now, when I'm speaking to you, I don't choose every word that I'm speaking. Right? I just start, and then it can automatically follow. I start the sentence, and the rest will be followed. And it was difficult for me at the early stage, because when I was speaking English as a second, not the second language, but the third, fourth language, I had to think every word that I'm speaking. But now I'm get used to it quite a bit, and then I don't choose every word that I'm saying. So especially when we talk in our mother tongue, we have no clue. We just open our mouth and simply flow. So it's a habit. And because it's a habit and we just speak automatically, habitually, but we can have all different kinds of habits. Different words we use, because speech we learn from childhood, from our family, from our friends, from our colleagues, and that's how we learn speech. That's what we call mother tongue. We learn language from the mother, not only from the mother, but it's a learning, it's a habit. So I think it's really important to understand it's a habit. Therefore, there are good habits, there are bad habits too. And what is the most prominent habit in my speech? The way I speak, and so therefore I think being aware that it's a habit, and being more awareness to how we speak and what we speak is really important, because it's a habit, we can also change any habit too. So if you have a habit of saying certain words that is hurting others, sometimes we don't want to hurt, we don't mean to hurt others, but the way we speak can hurt others. Like if someone is doing something unmindfully, we can say, "Are you crazy?" That could be a habit. I mean, instead of really, because we are just making a judgment and we are blaming the person, not the action. For some people say you are stupid, right? Yeah. So that can be a habit. Instead of like really addressing the issue, addressing the real, action, we simply quickly, say something to like judging the person. Even when we talk with our children, we may quickly judge the child rather than talking about the activity that he's doing. So that is what we have to be aware. What is my habit, and what kind of habitual patterns that may be hurting others. It's not only hurt others, because they also react, and then we got hurt too. And you may have enough experience in your life, sometimes the things that we have said is so regretful at a later time, right? So because we talk as a result of habit, so most of the time we speak impulsively. Impulsively, means that it automatically have an urge in us, and then we simply say it as without really realizing that that's not the best way to say it.
So, Bante, is this a good time to remember the 5 qualities of the speech?
Oh yeah, I remember Bante Kamalsiri. Remember like few months ago, right? And yes, Bante, important remind them.
Yeah. So, first one is timely, right?
Yeah.
So we have to select the perfect time to speak, and then the second quality is should be truth.
Mm.
And third one is should be beneficial, and fourth one is we have to think about the tone of the speech. And the fifth one is our intention should be kind.
Yeah. So the five characteristic of a speech that will make a speech perfect. If you cannot have all 5, at least try to have 3 or 4. So I think the intention, and why I want to speak, it's a very important thing to consider, because sometimes, because of the impulsively, we feel like talking, we have to ask, why do you have to talk about this? And is it the appropriate time to talk?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think sometimes we just want to talk as a way of defending ourselves or as a way of impressing others. Not necessarily and beneficial. We have to check what is my true intention to speak this topic when you speak this way. But I think there are so many aspects to our speech, and we have to understand many people are not skillful enough to express their concern. They simply express their frustration rather than the concern. That is the challenge that we all have, as a speaker and also as a listener. Because as a speaker, we express our frustration, but underneath the frustration, what we have is our concern, our needs. We have certain needs. We like, we have a need to be understood. We have a need to be, respected. But when we don't express our need or our concern, we express our frustration. And the other people also do the same. And people have a lot of needs, unmet needs, and there are a lot of concerns. And that is what they are just saying, but they're not skillful or wise to say it properly. So what we hear is blaming, criticizing, complaining. If someone at your home complain you, there's an unmet need or maybe concern underneath. So we get really upset about the complaint. We get really defensive about the complaint. We try to justify our behavior, and we try to get ready for an argument. But that person is actually telling is some need. Maybe he need more attention, or maybe he need more care. And so we have to think about that. But we are not very skillful in expressing that. Although we have a capacity to speak, we are not very skillful in really truly expressing our true feelings, our true concerns. We express the frustration. So therefore, let us be mindful of that. So what we try to do is during this, this week is try to bring more mindfulness to our speech. As Bante mentioned, try to be mindful of what you say, and try to be mindful when you say it. Also to be mindful how you say it, and the motivation behind it, and how you say it also very important. You can tell someone something that as an advice, as a warning, and you can say it with a nice tone, and they will listen more when you say in that way. So our specific challenge would be, one mistakes we do in our conversations, talking to other people, in even phone, just like I had, or when we talk to people in front of us, we are very hurried to reply before actually fully listening to the person. And the person hasn't finished the statement or the point, but we are already forming our reply, and even before that person finishes the sentence, we already start, replying. So that is one common, mistake that we all do. So let's try our best during this week. At least, not always, but at least catch ourselves to urge to speak when other person is still talking. Okay, that's our challenge. Catch ourselves, be mindful, catch ourselves, our urge to reply even before the other person has not finished this statement, and try to catch that. And then try to practice. Take a moment, just a moment of silence before you reply. Just a moment. That person maybe made a comment, expecting you to give your opinion, or maybe the other person asked a question and you are supposed to answer. Don't hurry to answer. Taking a moment will not delay anything. Yeah. So take a moment, just a second. Take a moment and reply, but do it with mindfully choosing the words and also choosing the tone. That's the challenge. Okay, so catching our urge to reply even before that person hasn't stopped the talking, and catch. Oh, interesting. And wait, you have enough time to say everything you want to say, but just wait, and even after that person has stopped speaking, just take a short moment, and then try to choose the words. Because speech is a habit, as I told you. But this time we mindfully choose and the words and also tone. Okay, not easy.
You know the Turkish saying, turn your tongue 7 times inside your mouth before you speak.
That's good.
And when I try that, I'm totally out of the conversation.
Maybe you can turn 3 times.
Keep your words soft and sweet in case you have to eat them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice quote. Yes. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah. Yes. So then our tongue will not be an axe. A tongue will be a really good tool, and it can heal others, heal ourselves, and can communicate well. Even the difficult things, we have to communicate, but we can still communicate difficult points, or we can still communicate our disagreements, everything, but with choosing proper word, proper time, and also proper tone. Yeah. Okay, thank you, everyone. So let us try to, take that challenge, and practice throughout the week. Okay, so with that, let us start our practice. I hope that it will not be as difficult as stopping eating ice cream. Okay, we will start our practice. Let us stand firmly. Try to spread your feet a little bit apart. That give you some stability. You may rock from left to right a little bit, and try to find that nice spot in the middle that you feel balanced, you feel weight in your both feet. You are standing right above the arch of your feet, and your whole body is nicely stacking one over the other. Keep your chin parallel to the floor, distributing weight evenly to your spine and going all the way to our feet. With this balanced posture, bring your close attention to your feet and closely watch how the feet is touching the surface of the shoes or the floor. Feel that press muscles over there. And slowly move into the front part of the feet. And taking a moment to feel the sensations around your toes. With that observation, acknowledge that I'm standing firmly here. My body is thoroughly grounded. And acknowledge that stability and groundedness. With that, let us start our movement. And first, we will try to rotate, swing our upper body, and try to relax the muscles in our upper body. You may initiate your swing with your hips and relax your hands and let your hands simply fly as freely as you can. Swinging our upper body, initiating with our hips. And try to feel your fingers and palms, how they are moving through the air. Can you feel the air moving through your fingers? And try to relax all the muscles in the shoulders, any tight muscles in the shoulders and the palms, let them melt away, relaxing, releasing, gently moving like a branch of the trees are moving with the wind. Let everything to be open, relaxed, and moving. Let us now slow down our movement, slowing it down little by little, taking your time to slow down, slow down, slow down, and let it come to a natural stop. When you are completely stopped, take a moment to observe the new sensations arising as a result of that movement. More awareness around your palms and fingers. More awareness around your arms. Try to feel them all. Just be in your body. Right here and now in your body. With this awareness of the body, let us do our next movement. This time we open our eyes gently. We will raise our arms with our breathing. Breathing in, gently raise your arms to the front. Breathing out, let's move our hands to the sides. Breathing in, raise our arms gently all the way up. Breathing out, bringing our arms gently down, feeling all the sensation throughout the arms and the palms. Breathing into the front. Breathing out to the sides. Breathing in up. Breathing out, slowly coming down. Breathing into the front. Breathing out to the sides. Breathing in up. Breathing out, slowly coming down. Okay. Breathing into the front. Breathing out to the sides. Breathing in up. Breathing out, slowly coming down, feeling all the sensations throughout the arms and the palms. Relax and let your hands hang by themselves. Take a moment to feel those subtle sensations you can feel throughout your arms, around your shoulders, and more pulsations you can feel in the tips of your fingers. Try to feel them all and be in your body. We'll do a last movement. This time let us interlace our fingers and bring them to the top of the head. Breathing in, turn the palms up and straight as much as you can. Breathe out, just calm down, calm and rest. Breathe in, palms up, straight and straight. Breathe out, palms down, calm and rest. Breathe in, palms up, straight and straight. Breathe out, palms down, calm and rest. Breathe in, palms up, straight and straight. Breathe out, palms down, calm and rest. Breathe in, palms up, straight. This time when you breathe out, let's go to your right. Gently bending, feeling straight. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out, let's go to the left. Releasing the air, feeling the stretch. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out, going to the right again. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out, going to the left. Feeling the stretch. Breathing into the middle. Breathing out, going to the right. Breathing into the middle. For the last time, breathing out to the left. Breathing into the middle. This time when we breathe out, gently unlock our fingers, simply bring them down from the sides, feeling all those sensations arising in our shoulders, the palms and the fingers. Try to feel them out. Take a moment to explore the new sensations arising as a result of that movement. Any parts of your body. Catch them all, feel them all. And be in your body. Nowhere else, but right here in this body. With this awareness of the body, we will now slowly go down, go back to our chairs and sit down for seated meditation. Adjust your body in this posture, balancing your sit bones in your chair, keeping the upper body upright, opening the chest, dropping the shoulders from the sides, keeping chin somewhat parallel to the floor. And again, observing this body, how it is sitting here now, feeling whatever sensations we can feel with the touch of the chair or with your clothes. Try to settle down in your body. We will ring this bell into a chant to help you to settle down. Throughout the bell and the chant, stay with your body. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya.
Relax your body. Take a slow, long in-breath through your nostrils and slowly release the air while feeling the relaxation of your whole body. Take another slow, long in-breath and slowly release the air through your nostrils and feel the relaxation of your entire body. Relax your body. Come to the natural breath. Now you have a relaxed body. Your relaxed body, just like a sleeping body. With this relaxed body, observe your mind. In your mind, what is happening right now? There may be pleasant thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, neutral thoughts, whatever thoughts there are, just observe. Let those thoughts go as they come. You are just observing. Did you notice how your mind was wandering? How thoughts are popping up one after the other? That is the nature of our mind. Various types of thoughts are popping up continuously. Now we are going to invite wholesome thoughts to our mind instead of these random thoughts. Our regular wholesome thought is loving kindness. Loving kindness. What a beautiful thought it is. Loving kindness is the willingness to wish well being for other beings. Loving kindness is the goodwill. Loving kindness is the immeasurable love to the whole world, to the whole universe. Our mind has a capability to generate thoughts, to create thoughts. Let us use that capability to generate wholesome thoughts yourself first. Make a genuine wish in your mind for your well being. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Now, let us expand the loving kindness thoughts that you generated yourself for other beings, like a circle of waves from this meditation room to far away places. Think about these friends who are meditating with you right now and make a genuine wish in your mind for their well being. May these friends who are meditating with me right now be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of these friends to your beloved family members. Think about your beloved family members and include them to your loving kindness waves. May my beloved family members be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Extend your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your beloved family members to your neighborhood, to your neighboring cities. May all the people who are living your neighborhood and neighboring cities be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of your neighboring cities to neighboring countries. May all the people who are living in neighboring countries be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts beyond the circle of neighboring countries to the whole world, to the whole universe. Embrace all the human beings, including animals. Think about the people and animal who are facing lot of difficulties due to lack of food, lack of shelters, due to health issues, due to natural disasters, man made disasters. Thinking of all beings, spread loving kindness towards each and every direction. All beings, visible and invisible, large and tiny, born and unborn. May all of them in the direction of your front, back, left, right, below, above. Be well, be happy, be safe, be peaceful, be peaceful. Expand your loving kindness thoughts to each and every direction, aiming the whole universe, and rejoice the feeling of loving kindness. After expanding loving kindness thoughts to the whole universe, you have a happy and peaceful mind. With this peaceful mind, gently shift your attention to observe your natural breath. Keep your awareness in between your upper lip and nostrils and mindfully observe how you are breathing in, how you are breathing out, and try to be with your natural breath nowhere else. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. In these last few minutes, Make your full effort to be with the breath. There may be other thoughts. Notice them. Bring your attention back to the breath again and again and try to be with your natural breath. Dukkhapattach nidukkha bhayapattach nibbhaya Sokapattach nisoka Hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and put your palms together and place them against your chest. And take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have a peaceful meditation in our life. Feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers who transmitted this wisdom from generation to generation. Feel grateful to anyone else who supported you to practice this meditation. The staff of the Oakland Library, even to these non-living things, including these chairs that you are sitting on, this bell, this device which connected you from your home to practice meditation, appreciating the support that we received from everyone and everything with deep gratitude. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
It was so nice to have you all tonight. I hope that you have been rejuvenated and refreshed. I wish that may this peace be with you for the rest of the week, and may you share that peace with many others. And we look forward to see you again next Tuesday. Those who join our YouTube, we also appreciate your commitment to practice at home, and we look forward to see you again next Tuesday. And remember the challenge. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Oh, one more thing. We have this small flyers. Please take one. I think we have enough. And this is our flyer for our food festival. So take the flyer, please.